Peace, love, light, and darkness be unto you. This is your girl, Empress Queen Kenya, coming to you live recorded. Today is a beautiful day. We are under the new moon solstice. I believe the new moon is still in Taurus right now. But this is going to be a continuation of a Soulspiration that I started. And I am going to post them back to back. So hopefully you will see the two together. I'm going to label them and everything. So I got interrupted with the first one that I started. And then when I came back to do another video, I decided that I was going to stay on the same topic because I didn't finish the first thought. So the Soulspiration is on flowing with energies, the importance of flowing with energies. And as I was stating before, I have had a difficult time in recent days adapting and adjusting to the flow of an energy that I was connected to. And when I say energy, I mean a being like myself, someone who is of the flesh, human form, because we are all energetic beings. However, this being that I was and still am kind of connected to, we have been connected for many lifetimes. Okay, I'll give the background just a little bit, just in case you don't see the other video. So the importance of flowing with energies is, I believe, it's sacred. You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to how they are connected to beings in their life. Our lives are divinely orchestrated according to the path that we choose, that we've chosen. I will make my disclaimer and say this. Empress Queen Kenya is a galactic being. I'm celestial and I'm special. My gifts, my speech, my life, my experience is not for everybody. But for those that is for, I'm here for them. So when I speak about certain things, either you get it or you don't. And if you don't, and if it go over your head, it's okay. Maybe you'll catch it another time. But that's not going to keep me from speaking my truth, because I got to get this out. And I've been chosen to speak on these truths in this season because it's needed, clearly. So that's why I'm doing it. The importance of flowing with energies that you are connected with. You may come in contact with someone in your life that you feel familiar with, like you've known them before in another life. You know, and for those who understand that, who believe in reincarnation and the seasons of returning, the energies of spirits coming back over and over again to complete missions that they didn't complete before. I've been here many lifetimes. I have memories of the lifetimes that I've been here. I have ascended and tapped into my Akashic records in ways that is unfathomable, and I am grateful for it. However, it's still a journey. You know, it's a journey to learn these things. It's a journey to remember these things, because a lot of things we already know. We just got to activate it within our being to get to that understanding of remembering, truly remembering who we are and from whence we came. I know who I am. The question is, do other people know who they are and what they are or who they are? So with all of that being said, today I'm focusing on the importance of flowing with energies that you are connected to. The ones that mean something, not just random ones, because some energies we don't need to be connected to. The ones that come to drain us, vampire energies. They come to suck the life out of us. They come pretending to be friends when they're really foes. You got to know the difference. You got to be able to decipher and discern for yourself what kind of energies you're entertaining, who you're attached to. You will know them by their fruit. I'm laughing because now I find myself using paraphrases from the Bible, and I don't even, I don't really too tough roll with that no more. But I remember, and now I remember that, and I see that the Bible is a lot of truths laid out in ways to control people and get them to see things from a one perspective, place of being. Not to knock nobody's religion or beliefs. This is my truth. I've been there. I did that. I'm not going to go there, though, because I'm talking about something else. A little bit. I was a Christian. I grew up in a church for years. I was a devout Christian. But I always knew that I was different. I was different than everybody that was around me. I was different than the doctrine that I was being taught. It didn't quite sit well with me, so I always sought more for myself. I kept looking and I kept looking and I kept looking. And because I kept looking, I found my true being. I found my true self. I found my true way of living for myself, to be aligned with the moon cycles, to practice rituals that would help me as I work with the elements of the earth, to be able to recognize the importance of meditation, really truly knowing what meditation is, to align my chakras and my energy within my own being, to connect with the universe and realize that I am one with the collective being, as above, so below. When I came into that existence and remembrance for myself, then I begin to see the importance of the way that I live and interact with other people. Okay, so the whole entire video that I'm doing right now, the Soulspiration, is about the importance of connecting with energies and flowing with energies. When you're really connected to a specific energy, being, like myself, what's the importance of flowing with it? And what does that mean? What does that look like? Okay, so I was telling you all that. I've been having some difficulty adjusting with the flow of an energy that I've been connected with. This energy is a being that I've known for many lifetimes, a soulmate, have you? And I truly, 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 truly love this being. I love him with all my heart and all my soul because I know him. And I say him because in this lifetime and in many lifetimes, he's represented in a male form. But I know this spirit, this soul, this energy. And it's a very androgynous being. And we've connected in this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. Because of the connection in this lifetime, it allowed me to remember who and what they were to me in previous lifetimes. So as we begin to flow in this earth realm, in this lifetime, there were some difficulties because in this lifetime, they have what some people would call autism. They are labeled autistic. I don't truly believe in labels, but I understand how they can be helpful for some people. I also understand how the world has labeled certain people to draw a stigma upon them. But in all actuality, the fact that these people, these beings, these energies are different than the average shows forth some difficulties at times according to how you interact and engage with beings. So, what's the issue with the flow of me and this being? Is it only because they are autistic? I'm trying to figure that out. Because I didn't have these issues with this being that I can remember in previous lifetimes. But this lifetime, they chose to come here this way for whatever reasons. Because they needed to sort through some things and get some things out. Of their system. And I am not going to just say that, you know what, because they are autistic in this lifetime, I will just totally disregard them. No, I have to have an understanding of how they operate, the reason why they are the way that they are. I might not grasp it totally, but I am allowing myself an opportunity and the willingness. One of the main reasons is because for a lot of my life in this lifetime, I have educated children from the ages of 3 to 12 who are autistic, who are labeled with emotional behavior disorders or learning disabilities, mildly retarded, all these different labels. I've educated these beings. I've related to these beings for over 20 years. 20 years of my life I spent educating beings who are autistic or mentally challenged with some kind of physical disabilities, who are different than the average population. In the education arena, they call them special education because they label them special. However, even though they truly are special, the whole idea of them being labeled that way has caused great stigma over the years. So they've come up with better terms to describe or label these kinds of people that would be more suitable. Now, I don't know what all those terms are, but what I do know is I identify with these beings. I can relate to them. I can communicate with them. I can understand them. I see what they see. I understand what they understand. And so for some people, I've been told from some people, you're probably a high-functioning autistic being yourself. Yeah, and that might be true. That's neither here nor there. The point of all of this is to acknowledge the fact that I connected with a being like that in love in this lifetime, within this earth realm. And we were flowing. But there were 2 times when something happened within this being's life where they were triggered emotionally. And then they just shut down. with me. They pushed me away and blocked me out. The first time it happened, that blocking out and pushing away lasted for about 3 months. And then they came back. During the time of them being away, when they first left, right before they first left, I had a dream that they were going away. How the dream played out, I didn't understand that that's what it meant until it actually happened. Then I was like, oh, that's what that meant. So I was warned with preparation to understand that that's what would happen. And then it happened. So during that time, I was torn. Like literally, my heart just fell from my chest. I was torn. And I was reminded by my best friend. She told me, she said, you know how he is. You know what he's dealing with in this lifetime. You know who he is to you. So remember that. Even though you're going through the difficulty that you're going through with him right now, remember that. And so with that in mind, I decided, okay, I'm going to allow myself to flow freely in this. I'm not going to restrict myself. I'm not going to pull back or cut myself off from any other opportunities of connecting with people just because this happened to me. I'm not going to even reject him if he should return. I'm just going to flow. I continued that thought, that mindset. And then again, my best friend came to me and she said, he'll come back. Just give him time. He'll come back. She was right. Within 3 months, he returned. We picked up where we left off. Although I was precautious in moving forward because of the hurt that I experienced. But I was still flowing and trusting the universe to know that this being who had returned in my life once again in this lifetime was someone that I was previously connected to in many lifetimes before. So the importance for me to see this through, like, there was work, there were things that we didn't do and accomplish in previous lifetimes. And I feel like perhaps that's what we're supposed to be doing now. We're supposed to be doing that together. But this time there's an obstacle in the way, and that obstacle is their process of thought, their way of thinking, their way of living, their way of being. Because sometimes they're really high functioning, and other times the emotional tragedies of this lifetime triggers them within their way of being and causes them to shut down in ways that is unfathomable. And so with that, what do I do with that? I flowed. I embraced him. I received him back, only to have it happen again. So then, I have to decide, Kenya, how many times you gonna allow this to happen in this lifetime? How many times are you gonna keep allowing yourself to be exposed to this energy, even though you love this being? How many times? And the truth of the matter is, I don't know. I'm doing this video because I believe that it will help someone to understand themselves in a connection with someone else a little bit better. And at the same time, to release the feelings that I have about this whole situation. Sometimes it's good to just talk about some stuff, It does me good to be able to speak and reflect, to think about the possibilities or what I need to do, what I should do, what I'm already actually doing. So as I speak, this person has backed away once again. They have blocked me from every platform. I cannot get in contact with them. Now, mind you, I did not do anything. I did nothing malice toward them. I didn't say anything to offend them. But this is a pattern and a cycle that they have within their being when they're dealing with certain things and how they respond. They shut down. They retract. They remove themselves from their connections when they start going through, instead of trying to work through it with the person together. And we had conversations. Hey, let's try to work this out. We identified what it is. We know that this is what this is. Let's try to work it out. So the next time when this happened, let's work it out together. We had that conversation. But yet and still it happened, and they retreated in their normal way of being. I'm not mad at it. Not at all. Because obviously in this lifetime, that's a process that they have to work through within themselves. That's called self-work, baby. Shadow work and self-work. And they are very familiar with it. So, how do I flow forward? How do I flow knowing that me and this being, this energy, have this connection? But it looks like this in this lifetime. How do I flow forward? I take deep breaths. I meditate. And I realize, no matter what, the most important thing in this life, or in any life that I will ever have, is for me to first love myself. To love myself more than I would ever think about even loving anybody else. That's number one. So once I get that in my mind, I start to decide what is purposeful for me. What will work for me in this flow? Do I remain connected? And for me, I'm choosing to allow my heart and my soul to be open with a universal love for this being. But right now, I am not tangibly open or allowing connection because they decided to cut me off. So I'm going to let them sit in that for a long time. Oh, wow. And if I should ever be prompted by the universe to allow them to return, then I shall. But right now, it's just like, yeah, we've been through this a couple of times already. I see how this pattern is going, and I don't really too much care for it. So I'm going to love you from afar. And I'm going to love myself even more. This is me. This is my way of protecting myself. This is my way of still flowing with the energy because I'm open in a loving way, in a universal way. But I'm not going to be for the tit for tat patterns and cycles of emotional tantrums that they have when they are triggered by other things, not even regarding me. Or even if it is regarding me and I don't know about it, I don't know. Because there's not communication to discuss the fact, which is a major play in flowing with energies. If you can't communicate with the people you connected with, that's a problem. So I've said all this to say, really, y'all, this was for me. I hope it helped you. I hope it do, for real, for real. But I needed to do this for myself. I needed to be able to speak about this and release this and know that I'm okay with it. And I needed it to be in this form for people to witness it. I needed it to be in this form so I can go back and watch it. How do you flow with energies that you are connected to? You flow as the universe would have you to, as you are one with them. However, when it becomes a detriment or a pattern in a cycle that is not conducive to your lifestyle and your being, when it becomes unhealthy for you, it's okay for you to take a step back, to analyze the situation, to observe, to understand your placement in the connection, and then decide, how do I move forward? That's exactly what I've done. I am moving forward in love, with peace in my heart and understanding, knowing I understand how this being is. I understand how they flow. I understand how they're labeled in this lifetime. However, I also understand that it's important for me to be able to flow freely in my love. And every time they block me or they put up a block of disconnection toward me, that stops the flow of love that I have for them, toward them, in a way that I'm not physically tangible able to communicate with them or be in their presence. So that stops that part. But I can still love them from afar. I can still have great thoughts about them. I can still send my loving energy towards them and speak life to them and hope for the best for them in this lifetime. And that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm continuing the flow of energy connection with that person in this lifetime. Because that's all I can do at this point. I am not forcing anything. I don't force myself on beings. I am not forcing a connection. I will be appreciative of what we've had in this lifetime and the previous lifetimes before. And I will be grateful for what we have and what we've had. And if we are to have anything going forward, I'm already grateful for that as well. But right now, I have to flow in a way that is conducive to my own love for self in a healthy way, not subjecting myself to hurt, torment, torture over and over again. That's not healthy. Patterns and cycles within relationships exist. It's up to you to decide whether or not they work for you. So, how are you going to flow? How are you going to flow with the energies that you are connected with? Have you been in relationships that are just tumultuous? Maybe they toxic a little bit, but you just love that person so much. Sometimes you need to love yourself a little bit more. Free yourself. Let go. And flow into the love of self. The love of self for yourself. Putting yourself first. That doesn't mean that you don't love them. That doesn't mean that you can't extend your love, your energy of love for them into the universe for them to feel. It just means that you're focused on you. And you know the importance of your love for self, they're going to be all right. Believe me, they're going to be all right. So with that being said, I take a deep breath and I'm grateful for the lesson. I'm grateful for the lesson in this day. I'm grateful for the love that I have for my soulmate, one of my soulmates. And I have many soulmates, but this one right here in this lifetime, ooh, y'all, he's taught me so much in a short little time. We reconnected, and it hasn't even been a year yet. We reconnected about probably 10 months ago, like 9 or 10 months ago in this lifetime. And even though it's been that short amount of time in this lifetime, it feels like longer than that. It feels like 9 or 10 years that we have been reconnected in this lifetime. But, life is what it is, and it does what it does. So I've learned to be open and to flow in this energy of love. Unconditional love for myself and unconditional love for him. I love him unconditionally, and I will forever love him unconditionally. However, I love myself more. Therefore, I go first. And that's how I flow with energies that I'm connected with when disruption shows up. When disconnection shows up, I still flow. But I'm flowing in the essence of what's best for me. And I think that's the bottom line. Flow in the essence of what's best for you. But how are you going to know that? You only know that if you know thyself. Because if you don't know yourself, then you don't know what's best for you. But I can tell you right now that the number one thing that's best for you is for you to love you more than you love anybody else. Put yourself first. And at the end of the day, baby, it's always going to work out for you. We've been taught for so long to love people and put other people first. A lot of people have been taught that in life. I know I was. But I had to learn, baby. I can't save nobody. They their own savior. They don't even know it. I'm my own savior, and they are their own saviors. Ain't nobody coming to save us. This might be a little bit off topic, but I feel like it's still the same. It's all correlated together. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So if you in this relationship, or you connected with somebody and you just so heartbroken, ain't nobody coming to save you, baby. You got to save yourself. So how are you going to save yourself in the midst of all of this? Choose you first. Love on you first. And know that no matter what, by choosing yourself first, the universe will support you. The source of life will support you. Because your purpose for being and existing in this room and this time is to fulfill your mission. And if you don't know yourself, then you don't know what your mission is. That's why it's so important for us to know who we are. I know who I am. And I know what my mission is. And this is part of it right here. So, with all of that being said, I hope that you have been touched by something that I have said, that you have gained a greater understanding about yourself or a connection with someone that you are involved with, whether it's romantic or friendship, because it can be applied to friendships as well. Understand, life is a game. Like William Shakespeare would say, life is a play. The world is a stage. We're all actors and actresses. We all play a role. You got to understand who you are, what role you're playing, and who the players are that are coming into your world, into your circumference. Who are they? Why have they come? Why are you connected to these beings? Understand. Learn thyself by and by. Learn about the world that you live in. Seek truth for yourself. I'm going to tell y'all this over and over and over again, because somebody going to get it one day. You know, some people going to get it and some people won't. And I'm okay with that, because everybody not going to wake up. Everybody's not going to be in alignment with the age of Aquarius that we are now in. Everybody's not. Some people not meant to be, period. And I'm okay with that, because I know why I'm here and I know what I came for. So for those who are on this vibration and frequency and flowing and riding with me, who will see these videos and be like, aha, this is for you, baby. You understand. You get it. And now I got it. I thank you for your time. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to share, to be able to talk this through with you, my lovelies. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I love you. But most importantly, I encourage you to love yourself today. Love yourself more than you have ever loved yourself before. Start loving yourself, because then you can truly realize the importance of your connections with other people. When you really find out who you are, you'll understand why people are drawn to you, why you're connected with them, why you have the experiences that you have. I'm grateful for every experience that I have. Whether it goes the way I want it to flow or not, I'm grateful for it, because I know that it's purposeful and it has come about for a reason. So I take the lessons and I gain the insight that I need to get, and I move on. That's called flow, baby. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go now. This has been Empress Queen Kenya, coming to you live recorded. Follow me on IG at Empress Queen Kenya for inspirational quotes and support. You can DM me if you want consultations, for readings, for spiritual life coaching. I am your gal. I will be that as you need me to be, to support you along your journey. You want to know thyself? You want to do shadow work? You want to become more emotionally intelligent and understanding the importances of communicating with these beings on this earth? I am here for you. DM me. Follow me at Empress Queen Kenya. Check out my website, www.empressqueenkenya.com. Set up consultations, schedule readings. I'm here for you. You can also follow me at Empress Queen Kenya 55 for Tantric vibes. Everything sensual, sexual, exotic, erotic, and also spiritual. Because that is who I am, baby. That is who I am. Blessings to you all. Peace, love, darkness, and light. Balance. That is what I wish for you this day. As above, so below. Ashe.